These clips are less about whether America is good or bad than about what happens when a country is known through movies, headlines, and internet arguments before people encounter it themselves. The strongest pattern is a gap between expectation and experience. Strangers feel warmer, suburbs look uncannily cinematic, landscapes feel larger, while guns, health, food, and politics remain real points of dispute. The question is not which stereotype wins, but which impressions survive contact with evidence, and which simply flip from a negative caricature to a positive one.
You know what American girls are genuinely really good at, I've noticed? Giving compliments. I'm walking around and there's a bunch of girls, "Girl, I love your outfit. Girl, your outfit is so cute." Genuinely, like, why don't we do that more in Europe? It's made my day. Thank you, girl, slay queen, all of those things, you know? Made my day. We should do that more often.
I feel like the American confidence gets a lot of criticism, but it's something that I've really appreciated as a foreigner. We were literally just walking Venice Beach and Joe sneezes and some guy comes up and he's like, "Oh, bless you." And then as we're walking along the beach, this lady comes up to me and she approaches me in such a like familiar, friendly way that I genuinely thought she was talking to someone else. And she said like, "Oh my God, I love your shirt." And by the time she'd kind of walked off, I kind of realized, oh shit, she was talking to me. And I turned around and quickly said thank you. But it was just the way she approached me. It was so easy. And it was like she was talking to a friend of hers, which is like why I was so confused.
Another thing I've noticed by being here in America with dating is that you guys just don't like each other. Like, men say they would rather date internationally, and women say they just not impressed with the guys here. I've spoken with both, and you just guys don't like each other. And I think that's a massive problem. If you don't like the people in your own culture and in your own country, well, like, I don't understand why you guys are so nice here. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But again, like, the standards are blurred. But yeah, you guys just don't like each other. Maybe you should work on that and start liking your own nation and like your own people, you know, kind of make it work.
The social reactions are measuring different things. Casual compliments and easy approaches make public interaction feel warmer to these visitors, while the dating comment says that friendliness does not necessarily translate into confidence in local relationships. Those are not contradictory claims. One is about low-stakes encounters, the other about partner expectations. The neighborhood examples next show how quickly those impressions attach to place.
Okay, I'm on the hunt for the best American neighborhood, and I might found it here in Pasadena. Check this out. Tell me this is not the most American neighborhood you've ever seen. Look at this house. What? It's like something out of a movie, guys. You can literally get books here. What? Free books, take a book and leave a book? Wow. That's like super friendly. I've never seen anything like that. Look at the house as well.
I wanna
I need to move to America. I need a house here in Pasadena.
If you're an American, you can probably not relate, but all this for European feels like we're right inside of a movie. Like these type of houses, of course with the American flag, or the little bench on the patio, so cute. I can totally see the pumpkins that will be placed here in fall. A lot of Europeans grow up watching American movies, and this scenery we only know from movies. This is why it feels so nostalgic, and I know it doesn't make any sense to Americans, but that's just how it is.
Hello, I am a British guy living in America. I've just moved to the American suburbs, and here are a few things that I find uniquely American about the suburbs. Things that you just would not see in the UK suburbs, or anywhere in the UK for that matter. Here we go. Fire hydrants. Really big fire hydrants that look exactly the same in the movies. The ones where in the cities you can open up the top and there's like, it's like a sprinkler or a fountain during the summer. Massive storm drains like out of the creepy movie It. The fact that most older men in the suburbs look like the old guy from Up. Bruh. These huge air conditioning units that cool the entire house. All of this stuff is needed in the UK, actually. It's been super hot in London for the past few years, but yet there's no air conditioning in Europe. Hardcore patriotism, literally everywhere. Really girthy roads with no road markings. That's quite normal in the suburbs. The road signs, they just hit different. They're like out of the movies. Most houses don't have perimeter fencing. Their yards just kind of like bleed together with the neighbors. university propaganda. Just for style of housing, I can't describe it, but they just look so American. I love it. All of these for sale signs have the faces of their agents, and their agents are really shameless in self-promoting themselves. I love it. Their faces are everywhere on big billboards. These chairs, it's a very specific style. It's called Adirondack chair. Love them. Uniquely American. Basketball nets on garages. I have one too.
Now, you know what the World Cup has brought to light is that Americans were right in the fact that the European mind can't comprehend what we've got going on over here. Yeah, Waffle House is great. The German mind's blown. Yeah, Kyle Field, Texas A&M, would run circles around Old Trafford. Mind blown. Yeah, you can't walk from Manhattan to MetLife, cross I-95, play a game of Frogger, you'll get smoked. European mind blown. They can't comprehend what we've got going on over here. We've known this. We've been telling them for like 4 college football seasons, pre-games, that they can't comprehend what we got going on over here. This is nothing new.
Now the surprise is recognition. Free book boxes, open yards, flags, fire hydrants, basketball hoops, Waffle House, and giant stadium culture feel familiar from screens but strange in person. For Europeans raised on American media, the country can create nostalgia for places they never lived. Yet the real scale of roads, distances, and car-dependent infrastructure also breaks the movie version, turning familiarity into a more complicated encounter.
Where are you from?
I'm from Paris, France.
What do people in France think about Americans?
I mean, I don't want to speak for everybody. They think that the situation of the country is like a little bit distressing, but still, you know, we love Americans. It's the land of the free. It's the land of dreams. It's the land of like, everything's possible. It's still very much that feeling.
So do you believe in American dream?
I'm familiar with the concept. Do I believe in it? I don't know. I think it's an interesting idea.
I am living my dream. This is honestly, guys, I could cry. It's so beautiful. It's so, apparently there's just lightning. No, I didn't see lightning. What's that? I'm crying and there's lightning and it's all a bit overwhelming. It's just so beautiful. Just look at it. I've actually got tears in my eyes. It's so beautiful and I just wish I was born in this country, honestly. Look. Come on. Snow Canyon State Park, baby, on an e-bike. I quite literally can't believe what I am seeing right now with my eyes. I'm in a desert, pretty much, surrounded by red mountains. Oh, you guys, look at this place. Oh my goodness. Look at all this. It's absolutely insane. I can't quite believe this. Like, the USA is just full of surprises. Each corner you turn is completely different and it's just so beautiful. Like, I am in absolute heaven. I'm gonna hate going back to the UK so much. This is now Snow Canyon Overlook. Are you ready for this view? Look at that. Oh my. This is absolutely wild. Like, come on.
The French interview keeps the American dream at arm's length, while the reaction to Snow Canyon turns admiration into something immediate and emotional. That difference matters. One person is judging a national idea, the other a landscape. Neither experience settles questions about institutions or quality of life. The next claims move from impressions to national facts, where anecdotes need to be checked against data.
Some of the common misconceptions about Americans as a Brit living out here. I would love for you guys to let me know what your common misconceptions are of Brits or Americans in the comments. Number one is that we live in the wild, wild west, when in fact only 1/3 of Americans actually own a gun, let alone even less than that who take it outside of the house. So no, violence is not happening at every corner in America. The second big one of Americans that I had personally because of media, TV shows, is that everyone out here is morbidly obese and extremely unhealthy, when in fact, this last year that we've been living here, it's been the complete opposite. The health and wellness and gym culture out here is actually very, very strong. That could be where I live, that could be in Florida compared to the rest of America, I don't know, but the misconception has not matched reality for us. Everyone is in amazing shape out here. And the last one, America only has ultra-processed, horrifically poisonous food, when in fact the US ranks in the subcategory of food quality and safety, third in the world. In America, the access to extremely healthy, wonderful produce is equal to unhealthy, ultra-processed food. The choice is up to the consumer. America has a very wide selection. Depending on how many comments I get about the crazy misconceptions, I might make this into a series.
I just really hope that you guys can accept our apology from the UK. Being a Brit coming to the USA, it's literally opened my eyes and I've seen literally another part of this country I never knew existed. Firstly, the hospitality is amazing. Secondly, the people are so polite and so nice. And thirdly, they will do anything for you if you ask for it. This country has opened my eyes and I've seen what it's actually like to be in the USA as a Brit. People from the UK think Americans are rude, loud, aggressive, dangerous, and just not even nice people at all. But no, listen, I'm here, I'm experiencing it. And that is so wrong. Since I've been here, I've not seen no crime with my own eyes, and I've been out literally every day for 21 days while being in the USA. People are so nice here. They're so welcoming, and when they hear your accent from London, they're like, oh my God, where are you from? You from the UK? I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, come over here. What's your name? Where you from? Where you been? What you doing? Like, people are too nice. I just really hope that you guys can accept our apology, because us Brits are missing out on the USA. And the media, the media. That media company, they're not doing a good job. We see the USA in a bad light in the UK, but when you come here, it's the best. It's the best. It's peaceful, it's quiet, and it's just another life you guys haven't experienced in the UK. I just feel so bad for the people in the UK that's never come to the USA or never will come here, because I've been here and I've experienced it. But I just really hope that you guys can accept our apology from the UK. I just want to say thank you to you guys.
America's more peaceful. I know it's a different crime because they've got guns, but what do you think about the...
I would say it's more peaceful. I would say it's more peaceful. When I visited there, it was a breath of fresh air, where I think Britain's known for being quite, not miserable, but everyone's like, what are you looking at and all this. America wouldn't do that. Like, they just I don't know, there's something about them where they're just not like that. I would say in general safety of the countries between the two, I think we have to mention the Second Amendment, where I believe the Second Amendment obviously has its cons, but in itself, it's without a man bearing a gun, it's a silent title of that country. If you mess with someone, that type of avenue happens.
So you believe that you should have the right to protect your family?
Absolutely. I feel like I want to be very careful.
Don't you worry. I will never paint you in a negative light.
I think the general safety of this country is, you're both men, you both would have children and families yourselves. You would be scared to defend yourself in the climate of this country right now because of what's going on. Would people in Arizona feel the same way? No.
No?
No, they would not.
Some corrections hold up better than others. Pew reported in 2023 that 32% of US adults personally owned a gun, so the one-third figure is broadly accurate. Economist Impact's 2022 index also ranked the US third for food quality and safety. But that does not mean every diet is healthy. CDC measurements for 2021-2023 put adult obesity at 40.3%. And 21 days without seeing crime is an experience, not a national safety statistic.
Something I find really odd as an American backpacker is how much just straight lies are perpetuated abroad about America and how unjustifiably hateful a lot of them are. Hear me out. There are a lot of things that are terrible about America, obviously. Our government is terrible. A lot of our people are also awful, but that is the case anywhere in the world. There are a lot of really bad governments. It particularly gets to me when someone from the United Kingdom has something to say about American politics. Please, you do not want to get into this with me right now. But I personally find it so frustrating, especially with other travelers who just have these have never been to America and have these preconceived notions about what America is like that are entirely unfounded. we don't have math in school and there's no bread in our supermarkets. Like, you're just making things up and refusing to listen to people who actually live there. If people did this to other countries in the way that they do it to America, they would rightfully be called ignorant, closed-minded, hateful, whatever. And it is not lost on me that America is the target of this and is also one of the most multicultural and diverse countries in the entire world. And I'm someone that actually likes having like political discussion about like cultural differences, things that are good and bad about America. Like, I don't mind when someone wants to talk to me about America in a negative way, because there are so many things that are fair to criticize about America. But when people just come from a place of total ignorance and refuse to accept that, like, maybe I'm wrong about the fact that they only sell bottled spray cheese in supermarkets in America. Like, I just, like, what do you gain from that? Like, I thought people that you meet while traveling, like, wanted to learn about other cultures and become more open-minded and gain a better understanding of the world.
One of the reasons all these videos about Europeans and foreigners coming to America and enjoying our culture so much, one of the reasons it's so great is because you have to remember that the media doesn't just lie about America in America. The media lies about America all over the world, right? So people all over the world are told about how dangerous America is. And then they come to America and they're like, oh my God, it seems incredibly safe here. And they're told about how awful America is. And then they see how amazing like our grocery stores are and our restaurants are, and how, you know, our food portions, and they love the taste of the food. And so when all you get is this constant leftist stream of negativity about America, because journalists tend to be Marxist and communist and anti-American and anti-capitalist, right? Journalists around the world hate America. And this is universal inside of America, and it's almost universal outside of America. And so for people to actually come and experience the culture and realize that their media has also been lying to them their whole lives, and sometimes it's hard for Americans to realize that our media has also been lying to us our entire lives. I know I had this realization when I was in college. So this is a very difficult thing for us to realize, and we live here. And so for foreigners to come and get to experience how amazing American culture is compared to the lies they've been told, and also compared to their own home cultures, is really encouraging, and I'm loving every minute of it.
The argument now shifts from what visitors saw to why their expectations were different. Objecting to absurd claims like American supermarkets having no bread is easy to test. Saying journalists around the world deliberately lie about America is a much larger accusation, and these clips do not establish it. The more defensible question is why harmless comparisons about friendliness, food, or everyday life so quickly turn into arguments over national superiority.
So, I want to come in here to talk about something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while now, and that I've seen a couple people mention on this platform before, and that is European superiority. I'm German, and I've been living in Germany for 25 years now, and I am engaged to an American, and we're currently in the process of obtaining a K1 fiancé visa so I can be with him and move to the United States. I've started this account, I want to say, about a month ago, and initially it was just to share my visa process timeline on here, to connect with people who are also going through the same process or have already gone through the same process, but also to talk about cultural differences that I have observed from going to the United States quite frequently, and just to share some things that I enjoy about the US or that I might find odd about the US from a European or German perspective. Just some fun, harmless cultural differences in my opinion. So to make it clear from the start, my content is not about bashing Europeans, bashing Europe, bashing Germany, or anything like that. It's just about sharing some harmless little cultural differences that I enjoy, that I find odd, or that I don't like maybe. But it's never something serious, or it's never about this country is 100% better than the other country, or this country sucks so much more than the other country, or anything like that. Every country has its disadvantages and advantages. It is not about claiming that one is inferior or superior to the other. For example, I posted a video where I was comparing cultural differences, Germany versus the US, and I just simply said that, for example, I like it that in America people are very, very friendly. strangers on the streets just compliment you sometimes. When you go to a store, the workers there are very friendly. They ask you how your day's going. They are trying to be helpful. And in Germany, that's just not the normal experience you have when going into a store, or the normal interactions you have with strangers on the street. That just doesn't happen. So I said I really like that about America. And what happens? Europeans in the comments section are bashing America, talking about, oh, but America has gun violence, even making fun of the gun problem that America has, or the mass shooting problem that America has. I am just wondering, when has this become normal? When is it normal to make fun about other people's or countries' problems? I mean, I bet hell would break loose if Americans would start making fun of terrorist attacks that happened in Germany. Nobody thinks it is inappropriate to make fun of America's gun problem. Especially since this is not even about guns. My posts are not political statements, they're not about politics. I'm simply stating harmless things that I enjoy about the US. The US does differently than Germany, and people or Europeans jump into the comments bashing America, talking about politics, talking about the gun violence. That was never any part of the video. And I'm just wondering why? What's up with that? I mean, if Americans come across my video, they normally just engage in a normal conversation, explain something in the comments, maybe agree, maybe disagree, but they're always very respectful about it in general. And Europeans just feel the need to immediately bash, feel like they're being attacked or something. And I'm just trying to understand why. Because it's not like I am saying America is 100% better than Germany. I'm very appreciative of the benefits of living in Germany and of living in Europe. But I can also acknowledge that I don't like everything here and how everything is done over here. And I can appreciate things about a different country, even if that is the United States of America. I've noticed, maybe that's not true, but I feel like this only happens when people say something positive about the United States. If I were to compare Germany with Australia, I don't know if I would get the same comments as I do now. So, genuinely curious. Why do y'all feel so attacked when this is all about harmless little things like free refills, people being more friendly, and fast food options or something like that? Like, it's nothing serious. Why does it trigger you so much?
Taken together, these clips do not show that Europe misunderstands America, while America has the truth. They show how weak stereotypes become when they flatten a huge country into danger, obesity, and bad food, or, after one great trip, into perfect safety and universal kindness. The strongest pattern is narrower. Several visitors independently notice easy friendliness, cinematic suburbs, and overwhelming scale, while verified data complicate claims about guns, health, and safety. The useful habit is to compare like with like, separate anecdotes from national patterns, and let curiosity replace scorekeeping. Thanks for watching.